A very good morning, students. Today I will discuss the chapter computer past, present and future. In this chapter I am going to discuss about the computer generation. Now, what do you mean by computer generation? Generation means the advancement or the change of the technology. So computer generation means the advancement or change of the technology from the very past to the future. So here in 1900 the technology advanced rapidly as experiments and inventions were happening in various parts of the world. In 1911 the four computing innovators like Julius E. Petrap, Alexander Day, Harman Hollerith and Willard Bundy merged their companies into Computer Tabulating Recording Company, and then after this company named as IBM. As you know that IBM is very much famous international business machine. So IBM is a very much famous company nowadays in the world. That was established in 1924. Okay. Now there are basically five generations are there. It starts from the very first generation and ends in the AI generation, or that is known as the fifth generation. Now in the first generation of the computer, as you can see that this generation of computers are from the first to AI. As we know that computer is an electronic machine that convert the data into information according to the user given instruction. It also can store data and information, that we know that about the IPO cycle, storage, etc. So in the first generation of the computer, the technology of this computer that was based on vacuum tubes. This type of generation, the timing or the span of this generation was from 1946 to 1959. So vacuum tubes was very important for the circuits and the magnetic drums for memory. It was used in the computer memory. Okay. So then after, the programming language that is used in that type of machine, that was machine language. Actually there are three types of language. Assembly language, machine language was the first. Then after, the assembly language and the programming language, this type of languages are there. So at the very first, in the first generation of the computer, machine language was used. Okay. Now the size of this computer was very big. The size of this computer was very big. Here you can see the picture of that is the picture of the vacuum tubes which are used nowadays. The size of this type of computers were very big, just like as a room. Okay. And what are the programming, what are the things that are used, what are the input devices that are used in this type of machines was punched cards, paper tapes, magnetic tapes. These all are used for input, process, output and storage of the data. Okay. Now let's come to the characteristics of each computer that is very much important. So this type of computer was very big and it takes a size of the room and it produces too much heat. So it generates high heat. But the processor, that means the processing was very much slow. Okay. It was not portable, as I am telling you that it occupies a space of a room, so it is not portable. Okay. And it consumes a lot of electricity. In this type of computer, only this type of machine or computer, only machine languages are used. It supports only the machine languages. And we can take the printout as the output also, but this type of computers was very expensive. Okay, it was very expensive and it do 5000 addition for a second and 350 multiplication for a second. So who was the inventor of this type of computer? Howard Aikens Mark and Mauchly and Eckert. They invented that type of computer which is known as UNIVAC, ENIAC. These all are the example of this type of first generation computer. Okay, so these all are the features of the first generation of computer. If I am asking you what are the example, you have to tell me UNIVAC, ENIC, EDVAC, IBM 701, IBM 650. These all are the example. Okay, now you can see how this type of machines are look like. As you see that this occupies a room. Can you see that? ENIC, it's a very, this one, it's a very big in size. EDVAC also big in size. UNIVAC, that means Universal Automatic Computer. ENIC, these all are very large in size. Okay. Now let's come to the next generation of the computer. The next generation of the computer, that is second generation of the computer. The second generation of computer span time is 1959 to 1965. So the span time was from 1959 to 1965. In this type of computers, as it is, the size of these computers was very big, but smaller than the previous one. That means smaller than the first generation of computer. And the technology that is used was transistors. So in this type of computers, transistors, then magnetic cores, these all are used as the primary storage device. Okay, and the disks used as the secondary storage device. What is the programming language of this computer? The programming language was Fortran, COBOL. These all are the programming language or assembly language or high level programming language that are used. Clear? Now the characteristics of these computers are, it was faster than the first generation computer, so smaller in size, but it generates high heat. Okay, expensive, high heat, but lesser than the first generation of computer. It is also expensive in the nature. Okay, and more energy efficient and reliable than the first generation of the computer. What are the example? IBM 1620, IBM 7094, CDC 3600, IVAC, that means UNIVAC 1108. These all are the example of second generation computer. You can see the size of this computer. Okay, it is not as much as big as first generation. It is not as much big as first generation, but also it is big in size. Can you see that? It is bigger in size. Okay, so this is all about our generation of the computer, first and second. In the next class, I will provide you the third, fourth and fifth generation of computers features. Okay, thank you. Till then, goodbye. Thank you. Take care.